Hi, I'm Deneen, and I'm so glad you're here today. I know you have so much to do, so much going on, but thank you for spending time together. I have a little gift for you, and it's something that I wish I had thought of decades ago. But Little House on the Prairie is something that I grew up with. I loved everything Little House on the Prairie. I've read the book series, I think 3 or 4 times now. Grew up with it as a child. In fact, when Wonderful Stanley saw me for the very first time at San Gabriel Academy as a freshman, I was wearing a green gingham dress. I still love gingham, that my ma had made for me. And he said he did a double take and said, what is Laura Ingalls doing on my campus? And then in our family, we watched it with our girls, and I read the books to them, and we just had so much fun with it. And it wasn't until last March that it hit me. With Pioneer and everything, my 4th graders, and I bet whatever grade you are in, your students would love it. So I started showing it to them a little bit every day, Monday through Thursday, in little 10 to 12 minute segments. And the way I handle it is I have the students all come, and I told the parents this, 5 minutes early. Before the bell rings, they're supposed to be lined up at 7:55, and then I open the door then, so that when 8 o'clock comes, we're already set and ready to go. They're cuddled up on the carpet with pillows, and we watch for about 10 to 12 minutes. And it takes us Monday through Thursday to get through one episode. So we do one episode a week. We've learned a lot of things that I wasn't expecting to learn. For one, they were so confused at the beginning. Why is this show always about the Ingalls? And what do you mean? And I had to explain who Laura Ingalls Wilder was and show them the book series, which we haven't started reading yet, and we will soon. But I thought, do families not watch? Are there family shows still? Are there sitcoms? I have no idea what's on TV anymore. Everything I see commercials for is just scary looking and of no interest to me. So I really don't know what's out there. The things that my students talk about media-wise are Roblox and Minecraft, but I really never hear them talking about TV shows. Last year, my students even started playing Little House on the Prairie at recess. Here's a picture of, I was walking by, and Mika and Amelia were swinging together, and I heard them say, "I'll be Mary, you be little Carrie." And it was just so sweet. And I would hear them other times say, "Oh, you be Johnny Johnson. You be Nellie." It was just made my heart so glad. It also reminded me how important it is that when we read books, while it can seem like just one more thing to do, how very essential it is for us to build background, to tell them what's coming, to give them scaffold so that they can have better comprehension, because my students certainly needed scaffolding into understanding this concept of, one town, one family being the focus, and people coming in and out to interact with them. They also are learning etiquette. Last week, Mateo said, "Why is Mary covering her hand when she yawns?" And so I stopped. I'll frequently have to stop and explain things. They'll have questions. And just another thing I've had to teach them is how to watch a movie. They just want to talk through the whole thing, and I've had to train them. I'm still working on that. You can't just talk like you're at home. But I asked my class, why is Mary using her hand over her mouth when she yawns? And nobody knew. They didn't know that you're supposed to cover a yawn. Etiquette from Little House on the Prairie. They're learning about the one-room schoolhouse. They're learning about illiteracy. They had no concept what that was. How a student could start school as a late teen and then be right up there in the front row of the pre-primer learning how to read, because people didn't know how to read. Illiteracy was a very high-rated thing at that time. They're learning the value of a penny. What do you mean? You could buy something with a penny? I loved Miss Beadle always, but as a teacher now, looking at her, she really missed a lot of opportunities in helping her students know how to treat each other, and I'm so thankful because they're able to see the mistreatment that happens, and they are irate about it. They're becoming better citizens through Little House on the Prairie. They're learning about family, community, interdependence on each other. Last week we saw the episode where Hanson's Mill is about to close and how that had ripple effects on everyone. That's something that was a new concept to them. They said their favorite episode so far has been the one where Nels has it finally up to here with Harriet and moves out to the post office / hotel. They were, like, what's going to happen? Is he going to get a divorce? They were really into it. And oftentimes at the end of an episode, they're clapping. And last year, I found the same to be true. Last year's class was forever at me. You're going to start this really early. You're going to start this at the beginning next year, right? So that your class can see more seasons, because we only got through one season last year, not even all the way through one season. I wish that it were a more diverse town. I wish Walnut Grove showed greater diversity. I really do, but there's still value in these episodes. And even if you don't plan to watch it all year, maybe you could just give yourself and your students a present for the month of December. And there's even a Christmas episode in season 1. So I just wanted to point this out to you in case you hadn't thought of it, that there's a little gift in Little House on the Prairie for us all.
Like and subscribe!